So, greetings and a very warm welcome to you all to Astro Times today. I'm not speaking as a rule, as a thumb rule, but in general, there is a belief. There is a belief among astrologer community that if any planet, whether it is a natural malefic or a natural benefic, or sometimes even the nodes, Rahu, Ketu, if they aspect their own house, generally people say the karakatwas of that particular bhava will be enhanced. This is not correct in toto. There are some exemptions which are prescribed in an astrological classic called Sarvardha Chintamani. I have taken this rule from Sarvardha Chintamani. It's not my own. Okay. So what is that rule? I will tell you. This rule applies to only natural malefics. This rule will not apply to natural benefics. So who are natural malefics now? Saturn, Mars, and Sun. These three, Saturn, Mars, and Sun, are always natural malefics. There is no second thought about it. And waning moon, and Mercury, if associated with any natural malefic, then these planets are called as natural malefics. Now, who are our natural malefics in broad? Saturn, Mars, Sun, waning moon, and Mercury, if associated with natural malefics. 5 planets act as natural malefics for any horoscope. Okay, I'm not talking about their ownership here. I'm not talking about the ownership of these planets. I'm just talking about their nature. They are natural malefics. Okay. If these natural malefics are placed in 7th house from their own house, if these natural malefics are placed in 7th house from their own house, irrespective of their any lagna, irrespective of any lagna, let the lagna be Aries, Taurus to, or any Pisces, from Aries to Pisces, any lagna, if these natural malefics are posited in 7th house from their own house, they aspect their own house. Naturally, all planets, they are having 7th aspect. 7th aspect is common for every planet. If any natural malefic is posited in 7th house from its own house, naturally it aspects its own house. It destroys the karakatwas of that particular bhava from lagna. Okay. I will explain you few charts. How these natural malefics destroy their own bhavas if they exert aspect on their own houses. Let me share my screen with you all. See. Here, let us start with Mercury. See, here Mercury is, in this particular case, Mercury is posited in Sagittarius, that is 7th house from Gemini. In this particular case, Mercury is a malefic because he is associated with the natural malefic. So in this particular case, Mercury works as a natural malefic and aspecting his own house Gemini. So in this case, what happens? He destroys the karakatvas of this particular bhava. So naturally, let us assume this native is of Pisces ascendant, for example. Pisces ascendant, Gemini will be the fourth house, and fourth house represents mother. Fourth house represents mother amongst the others. I am not saying only mother, inter alia, mother. Okay, he destroys the karakatvas of one of the karakatvas of this particular bhava, fourth house. Say in the other example, you apply this to all 12 lagnas. Here I have taken Pisces as lagna. So in second case, Mercury is posited in Pisces. Mercury is posited in Pisces and aspecting his own house Virgo. Mercury is aspecting his own house Virgo. In this case, let us assume that this native is of Leo ascendant. Leo ascendant will be the second house. So in the earlier case, it was the fourth house, but in this case, this is second house. So what second house signifies? Second house represents our speech. Second house represents our food. Second house represents the family in which we are born into. Second house represents the family in which we are born into. These are the few of the karakatvas of the second house. So in this particular case, this ill-placed Mercury, badly posited Mercury, or a natural malefic Mercury destroys the karakatvas of Gemini or Virgo, depending upon the lagna. It's not depending upon the. So in this case, you see, Sun is posited in Aquarius. Actually, he must be posited in seventh house from his own house. Seventh house from his own house. Leo is Aquarius. So he is exercising he's exerting his seventh aspect on Leo. Here in the given example, Leo is the 11th house. The 11th house represents gains. Say elder brother, inter alia. Again, again, 11th house represents gains, or it is elder brother, or it is 6 to 6 house, rogas, rogasthana. We are repeated earlier videos also. I have repeatedly mentioned that the 11th house is rogas, rogasthana. So it destroys one of the karakatvas of this particular bhava. So in this case, next case we see it is moon. Moon is posited in Capricorn and aspecting his own house. His own house, Cancer. So depending upon the lagna, he destroys the karakatvas of this particular Cancer. See, in next case, you see, Saturn is posited in two houses, Cancer and Leo. If Saturn is posited in Cancer, he is aspecting Capricorn, his own house. If Saturn is posited in Leo, he is aspecting his own house, Aquarius, 7th house. He is posited in 7th house from his own house. I'm not talking about Molas Trikonasthana or his exaltation house or his debilitation house. I'm talking clearly representing the ownership. Okay, then he destroys the karakatvas of this particular bhava depending upon the lagna. In next case, you see, Mars is posited in Taurus and Mars is posited in Libra. So depending upon the karakatvas of that particular bhava in which he is situated based on the lagna, he destroys the karakatvas of Aries and Scorpio. So what whenever you are examining any horoscope, there are some special rules. So if that both luminaries, if they are posted in, Sun is posted in Aquarius or Moon is posted in Capricorn, Mars is posted either in Taurus or in Libra, Mercury is posted in Capricorn or Pisces. Here, you don't think that is the Karako Bhavanashaya concept will not apply here. I am not talking about, sorry, it is not Karako Bhavanashaya. It is Kendradipachya dosha. I am not talking about Kendradipachya dosha here. It is if Mercury is posted in Sagittarius or Pisces, Saturn is posted in Cancer or Leo. You have to specially examine. You have to specially apply the rule, whatever I said now. Okay, but this will not happen throughout his life. In one particular dasa, but during the dasa of Mahadasa, during the Mahadasa of that particular what, it will happen. Mahadasa of Sun, Moon, or Mars, Mercury, or Saturn. If say one particular native, the Sun is posted in Aquarius, and Sun dasa is not coming at all in his lifetime. So this particular problem may not apply to the native. May not apply to the native. Why I am using it is it may not apply to the native, but every time we have to examine the full chart. We cannot just go by example charts and decide something. So these are the special rules that apply to natural malefics if they are posted in 7th house from their own house. Hope all of you like this video. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye and God bless you all.